of the morning, you know, when things. Wait a second. Let's get Wilda.
Wilda. There you go. Wait, no. How come? We got computer. There you are. Now this is kind of funky. And you're going to see it later, Wilda. I mean, because it's just you in front of two pictures of me. Don't ask me why this is happening, but we are. I don't know who Murphy is. I don't know why he's Irish, but you know, when things go wrong, we got issues here. But we're smiling through. So, Wilda, Jackson Parish Chamber of Commerce. I got you. I thought I had you in front of the Jackson Parish Chamber. Oh, there you are. Watch this. There you are. Now you are there. Okay. Well, how you doing, man? You said
I'm doing great, Rick.
All right. You're doing better than I am in all of our computer systems here at the studio. But so let's start. First things first. All things Jackson Parish. I know you got an event coming up tonight.
Right, we do. We have our trunk or treat on Main Street, and just keep in mind, you do not have to have an assigned spot. You go down, pick out your spot, open your trunk, get ready to hand out 2,000 pieces of candy.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be Grace Church. It's going to be serving hot dogs between 6 and 7:30. So I encourage you, go get your candy first, because remember, we're going to only hand the candy out from 6 to 7:30. Then go by, get your hot dogs, and visit with the Grace Church.
So you're advising people, life short, eat dessert first.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what I like to do.
You didn't say eat it, you said get it.
I said get it, but I'm sure they'll be eating it along the way, you know. And I love to have my dessert. I'm always afraid that I might be too full to enjoy that dessert later, so I always have my dessert first.
I'm with you. All right, so that's going to be happening tonight. And you sent me this list of, we've already done Stepping in the Fall. That was in the Christmas open house.
Right, Christmas.
Is that next?
Yes, that's next. We're actually going to kick off our events on November the 5th from 1 to 4. That's Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the gifted and talented students singing. We're going to have the Grinch back with us. The shops are going to be open. That's where Mercy Medical is going to have a backdrop set up in the Pocket Park where you can do Christmas photos.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be something starting at 1 o'clock, and you don't want to miss it. It's kicking off our Christmas season in Jonesboro.
And that's going to be November 5th. And here's the thing, that's Sunday.
That's
Sunday,
right.
man.
That's this Sunday.
You know, we've been looking forward for this cool, clear, clean, crisp weather. And boom, when that happens, now the calendar's flipping, and it's going to be accelerating from here on. So you got Trunk or Treat tonight downtown, and then you got the Christmas open house this coming Sunday, and that's just getting started.
That's just getting started, because then on the 6th, which is Monday, we're going to do a ribbon cutting at South Paula Nutrition at 5:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Tuesday, we don't have a lot. Wednesday, we have our chamber meeting, and all members are invited to attend.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Thursday, we have 3 events. At 10 a.m. that morning, there's a celebration for the new wood yard at West Rock, the mill. At between 11 and 11:30, Brookshire's is having a ribbon cutting because they have done a lot of renovations. It doesn't even look like the same store in Jonesboro anymore. It's something. Okay, and then at 2 o'clock that afternoon, Tag Rome donated some money for our boulevard, and we now have a fountain there. We have a plaque that's in memory of his mother and dad, Tony and Marlene Rome. So at 2 o'clock that afternoon, we're going to have a dedication for that plaque, and then the museum is going to host a reception where everybody can visit and thank him and for doing this, you know.
Right.
So that's just on that Friday. The only thing we're going to do on Friday is celebrate my birthday.
Oh, really?
I'm not committing to anything else.
Wait a second.
Okay, after that we
That's
go.
November 3rd, huh?
No, November the 10th.
Oh, November the 10th. Okay.
Yeah.
You jumped a week out on me.
Well, the 6th.
No, you did good.
You know, the 9th is when we have so much going on.
Right.
Okay,
then you're celebrating your birthday on the 10th.
That's right. All right, then we're moving right on down to the 25th, which is the big festival in Jonesboro. We kicked that off at 10 o'clock that morning with the children's choir at the Veterans Park, with being sponsored by Jonesboro State Bank. Then at 1 o'clock, we have Josie and Tucker Sneed, who's going to be playing in the pocket park and doing Christmas carols. And then Hank Staples is going to start at 2 o'clock and perform from 2 to 4. Now, that's just the music. There are other events beginning at 10 o'clock that morning. We do the Grand Marshal Coffee, and we will be announcing the Grand Marshal in the next few days. We're not quite ready to do that just yet. But that will be at 10 o'clock in the town hall, and that's sponsored by the chamber and the ladies of the community. At 10 o'clock also, we have the vendor and the food booths opening up, and we're doing something a little different there this year. We're putting all of our arts and crafts on North Polk. We're putting the food vendors down on the corner of 4th Street and Allen Avenue because the streets get blocked for the parade. We want everybody to be able to get to everything. And besides that, in the Christmas park, I mean, not Christmas park, but it's the pocket park, we're having our first time Christmas tree decorating contest.
Oh, really?
And listening to the music and looking at the trees, I encourage the businesses, friends, and family to put a tree in there and decorate it. It's $25 to enter your tree, but then there'll be a first, second, and third place prize, $100, $75, and $50 for the trees. But we don't want your name on the tree until after they're judged. And then we will announce the winners the day of the parade, and then the trees will stay up through December. So don't worry about somebody getting in and messing up your tree. We will lock the park up at night so no one can get in there and destroy anything.
So I can't put up a tree and for my ornamentation just put dollar bills on there and then...
Well, no, you can't. And we're going to lock it up, and then we're going to keep our fingers crossed they don't figure out a way to climb over the wall to get to your dollar bills. So I'm hoping no one will do that.
That ain't going to happen.
But of course, then after that, the parade is going to roll at 4:30 that afternoon. The fireworks will follow. The carriage rides will begin that night. Santa will be in his house. Also, I am encouraging churches to take a night beginning on December the 1st, Friday and Saturday nights through the 23rd, and come and sing Christmas carols. Let's, I want to add the Christmas carols in the Christmas park. We're adding the Christmas decorating contest, and we go back up to all of those ribbon cuttings we're doing. We're doing a ribbon cutting on the 16th at the Jackson Parish Library for their new park area for the children and the storybook walk. Also, they're having a walkthrough for Halloween, so I encourage you to go to the library at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, so now you just circled back to today, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, because there is so much going on.
Right.
And let me tell you, the first week of December, don't look for me. After we get through all of these things, on the 17th of November, I am very excited about this. We're going to have an open house and ribbon cutting at the new Jackson Parish Chamber of Commerce office at 601 South Polk Avenue. The public is invited. We're very excited about it. We had our first meeting in there last month, and we had a wonderful turnout. We now have a conference room where we can have our meetings there. So, we have ribbon cuttings just going back to the 6th, the 9th, the 16th, the 17th, and then you get down to all of the events on the 25th.
Well, why don't you just wrap up Jonesboro in one big ribbon and cut it?
That would be nice. And we kind of do that with all of our 2 million Christmas lights that we'll have.
2 million?
So
when's the switch will be flipped on the 25th? For the lights or the lights?
They will come on just before Thanksgiving, maybe the night before.
Okay.
So that if there's people in town for Thanksgiving that can't be back there for the festival on the 25th, they'll get to see the lights.
All right, so trick or treat tonight. Get your candy first because it's only going to be an hour and a half actually, right? 6 to 7:30. And then hot dogs will be provided. That's tonight. Then in Sunday, if I remember, Christmas open house. That's going to happen in downtown. Your birthday's on the 10th. And then after that, it turned into, the big week. I know you got ribbon cut. The best thing to do is people follow you up on Facebook.
That's exactly right. Look on Facebook. I post every change we make. I put that change on there. And we may have another ribbon cutting added to it.
Sure,
you know, I'm working on that. But we just have so much. But I'm just excited about the parade. I encourage people, you know, Rick, I tell people that's some of the cheapest advertising a business can do.
No, the most valuable advertising because it is the most valued advertising.
Well, that too, but it's still the cheapest for them to get out there and put a float in the front. And, you know, and we have 3 different categories. We have businesses, we have family and friends, and we have churches.
Okay.
So that they're not competing. A church cannot compete with a big business who's got, you know, that kind of a budget to spend on things like that. So we break it down into 3. It's 3 different categories. We also give best truck, car. We have so many different categories, but you don't have to enter to win, you know, to be judged. You can just be in the parade with the float.
Sure.
And that's what we encourage. This year, Santa's going to be throwing a Christmas ornament because, you know, years ago, these lights came about because of Tony Rome, who that plaque is being dedicated to, had lights on his building, his business there, and Richard Zuber, who was mayor at that time, just fell in love with the lights. He took his public works director, they went to Marshall, looked at all of the decorations, and came back and started the Christmas lights in Jonesboro. And it has grown. You know, it has really become a community event this year by saying Jonesboro State Bank sponsoring something. Hank Staples is being sponsored by the Jackson Parish Museum. The Jackson Parish Tourism Board made a nice donation toward the fireworks, but not only that, they have a billboard in Jonesboro, in Farmerville, West Monroe, and are you ready for this? We even have one in Natchitoches with all of their Christmas festival talking about our festival. So it's really becoming more and more a community event with all of the different groups sponsoring and being involved in it.
That's awesome. Yeah, when people work together, good things happen, and that's Jackson Parish Chamber of Commerce, and we appreciate all that you do, Wilda. Folks, go to the Jackson Parish Chamber of Commerce Facebook page to find out more. What else?
Well, yeah, there's going to be a meeting tomorrow night. The mayor's having a meeting to try to pull the community together, to work together, to build us as one community. Also for the safety of the residents and for the community. And we would love to have a big turnout for that meeting. Show your interest, show your involvement, show your commitment to our town and to the mayor and for what he's trying to do.
Awesome. Well, Wilda, thanks for all that you do. And, man, it is the season to be busy.
Absolutely. But we love it. We love it.
I know. Wouldn't have it any other way. Wilda Smith, Jackson Parish Chamber of Commerce here on your home for Real Country.